Good morning and welcome everybody to today's webinar. I want to thank you for joining me. My name is Mike Lugo. I'm with the technical support team here at Bolide, and today we are going over our long distance solar 4G camera. Really quick, for those of you that are not familiar with Bolide and who we are Bolide Technology Group. We're a worldwide manufacturer. We're distributors of CCTV surveillance products and accessories based here in Southern California. We have offices worldwide, including Mexico City, Bogota, Colombia. We have offices in El Salvador, in the Middle East in Dubai, and also in Europe in Barcelona. So what are we going to be going over today? We're going over our long distance 4G solar camera. And what am I going to be going over? What's in the box? We're going to go over how to install a 4G SIM card and micro SD card. We're going to go over how to power the camera via the battery / solar panel, how to connect the camera to the 4G connection, how to set it up on our Quick Connect app, and how to set it up on our Bolide VMS. Feel free to ask any questions you have in the questions area. I will get to them. If you have any concerns, fill those out as well, and I will get to them. So let's jump right into it. Quick specs on the camera. So the model number on the camera is going to be BN8037-4GS for solar. It's a 5 megapixel camera, has an SD card in it, and you can have up to 1 terabyte. Solar panel powered. It's got a 5 to 50 millimeter lens. Of course, it's got 4G connectivity, built-in speaker, built-in mic, built-in siren, warm light, infrared, and of course, alarm in and alarm out. So what do we get in the box? Inside the box, we're going to get a solar panel. We're going to get 1 battery. We're going to get a pole mount bracket, 2 4G antennas, and of course, the camera itself. So you can have up to 4 batteries. It does come with 1, so it's optional to buy the other 3. So what does it look like when you're going to install the battery? So in the back of the solar panel, you're going to have the battery housing. It's a simple open up the hatch, drop the battery in, go ahead and put the latch back, and we are ready to go. Every battery will come with a little bit of power in it, so you do want to get those batteries in there and have them charging as soon as possible. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to flip the camera over, and you'll notice on the bottom side of the camera, there is a little door. It says reset, and it also says micro SD and nano SIM. We're going to pop that off. We're going to pop in our SD card, and we're going to pop in our nano SIM. And it has what direction you can put them in. It's real easy. It's self-explanatory. Once we got those two things in, we are going to power our camera through the 12-volt power on the cable. We're also going to plug it into our network. We want to have it on our network, and we need to power it up because we need to get the camera set up so we can put the 4G connection into it and also get the batteries going. So once we got it powered up and hooked onto our network, you will see that there will be a blue flashing light on the camera indicating that it is reading the card correctly, right? So once you got that going, we can now plug our solar panel into the camera and just leave it in the background. Plug it in. You'll notice on the camera side, there is a female plug. On the solar panel side, there's a male plug. Plug those two together, and we're ready to go. So once we got the camera plugged in, all the hardware is plugged in, next thing we need to do, it's on our network. We need to search our network and find that camera so we can log into it. So we're going to open up our Bolide search tool. Put that here, and we're going to search. There it is. You'll notice right here, my first one right here is my 4G solar camera. I'm going to click on the IP, and that's going to take me to the web GUI. Of course, our default username password is always admin for our camera. So admin for the username, admin for the password. And I'm going to log in. I'm going to go straight to remote settings. There's a couple things that we need to do. So the first thing we did is we already installed our SD card. So we're going to go directly to our storage area, and we're going to format this card. I'm going to Put a check mark there, format my SD, and we're going to put in my password, and I'm going to format the card. I'm not going to format it live because I have some information on it that I want to show you guys, so I don't want to format it yet, but that's it. That's all you need to do. Once the card is formatted, now we can move on to the next step, which is getting the 4G SIM card up and going. So we're going to go down to our network section, and we're going to come over to wireless dial. And the first thing that we need to do, and you're going to need this always when you insert a 4G card into the camera, you're going to need the APN, and you get this from the service provider. So my APN for the SIM card that I'm using is ATTANWIFI. And if you don't know what APN stands for, it's access point name. And this is what the SIM card uses to get online. Your phone uses it. It's what the SIM card uses to access its access points. Once I got that in there, I can save. And now the information is there. You will notice immediately, if I scroll up to the top, I now have a 4G connection. I have a strong signal, and I have an address, right? Great. Now that we have a 4G connection, what we need to do is get these things on our phone and also get it on our software so we can be able to log in and do any kind of configurations that we need remotely. So I'm going to come down here to my system information page, and you'll notice there's a QR code. So once we got the QR code up, we are going to go to our app, and I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to introduce you guys to our new Bolide Quick Connect Plus app. So it does look might look a little different than our regular Quick Connect. This is the newest one. So you're going to open up the app. Once the app is open, you're going to navigate to the top right. There is a plus. Hit that plus. You will notice you'll get a drop down, and the very first option there is scan QR code. We're going to hit that option. It's going to open up our camera, and we can navigate to the QR code I just showed you. And we are going to take a snapshot of that. Bam. Now it takes us to our next screen. You'll notice that in the beginning when I showed you, there was a blue light, flashing light. We're going to select the blue flashing light because that's what it was doing earlier. We are going to, there's our P2P information, port, username. Our password is admin. That's default for all of our cameras. I'm going to type that in. There we go. I'm going to hit save. And there is our camera connected to our Quick Connect Plus app. So got it on the app. Now we need to get it on our software. So I'm going to open up our new Quick Connect Plus, VMS Plus software. So give me a second here. Let me open this up. Okay, here's our VMS software. Very first thing that I'm going to do, come down to Device Manager, and I'm going to add a new device. I'm going to change this to P2P ID, and I'm going to enter my QR code that I scanned from the phone. You can also get it from here. That's the same QR that I'm going to need to enter into my software to get it going. Again, just a quick reminder, if you guys have any questions or if I'm going too fast, please let me know in the comments and I will get around and answer your questions. So I'm going to enter my name here. Call this 4G Solar. I'm going to enter my P2P ID, my port, which is always 80. Username is admin. Password is admin. I already have it added here. You'll notice that my status is green, which means it's online. And I can come over here and I can now go into the camera. Now, at this moment, what you're going to want to do is disconnect the power, the 12-volt power, and disconnect your RJ45 from your network. So now we're only going to be working on the 4G Solar and only working on the SIM card. So once I got that going, I'm going to restart my camera. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go to maintenance, auto maintain, and then reboot. I'm going to reboot my camera. Yes, well, that's rebooting. I do see that there's some questions here, and I'm going to go ahead and answer those now while I have a minute to reboot. Let me see what we got here. What is the capacity of the battery? So the battery runs on 8,400 milliamp hours. Okay, let me see. I got a couple more questions here. How long does it take to fully charge the battery? Very good question. So one battery takes about 5 hours and 30 minutes. So 2 hours would be 11 to charge all 4 batteries. You're looking at about 22 hours to charge all the batteries. And with that question, of course, the next question is, how long do you get out of a full charge? Great question. So on power saving mode, which means you have everything off, everything turned off, the battery will last about 30 days, but that's with minimum notifications, minimum settings on. You're not detecting much. With everything on a full charge, you're looking at about 3 days of battery off a full charge. So times that times 4, you get about 12 days of recording out of 4 batteries off of one full charge. All 4 batteries fully charged. I do have another question here. What is the power rating of the panel? It's a 60-watt panel. And the voltage output is about 14.8 volts and 4.1 amps. Okay, so great. Perfect timing. My camera should be restarting. And when it comes up, I'm going to fully be on 4G and solar. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. There it is. My camera is already back up. Awesome. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to my main screen here. I'm going to go to my main view. I'm going to drop this down. Timed out. Sorry. Go to my main view. Drop this down. And there is my live camera. Awesome. Pretty easy to use, right? So now I'm going to go and I'm going to go over a couple things that we can do with this camera. I got it online. I got it on our phone. I got it on our software. Now, what can we do with this camera? We got a lot of options, a lot of things we can do. The first thing I'm going to do, I want to show you guys off the bat, maximize this, is the zoom range capability on this camera. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up my PTZ functions here, and I'm going to zoom all the way in. Now, you'll notice the camera is working a little slower because I am on 4G. I'm not connected to my network anymore. So I'm going to have a little bit of a lag on it. Come in here, and let me also go into my remote settings and show you everything that's going on in here as well. My remote settings. Now, we got our card in there. We got our SD card in there. We're ready for recording. We're ready to do what we need to do with this camera. Give me a second here. Actually, let me restart my software really quick. And I do have a couple more questions while I'm doing that. A second here. What is the estimated lifespan of the panel? So the panel should last around 10 years. The materials that it's made from will last that long. That's not to say that it could go up before that. What else do I got? Can we use the cameras? Is it PoE ready? The camera does not have PoE. We do need to power it through either the 12 volts or actually the solar panel, but the 12 volts would be just to set it up. So give me a second here. Let me open up my Quick Connect Plus again. Let that load. I do have another question here. What type of maintenance is required for the solar panel? Okay, that's a good question. Any kind of dust or any kind of debris that gets on the panel that actually blocks it from getting any kind of sunlight, that's what we want to keep clean. We want to make sure that the panel is always able to get direct sunlight to get that charge. All right, so here we go. I'm in here. We're going to go into back into our camera. Onto my remote configuration. Just pop up. There we go. So now you'll notice this looks very similar to our regular camera stuff, our normal camera GUI. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here back to my disk, right? And my schedule. You'll notice by default, my normal 24/7 is not highlighted. Why? Because it is running off 4G. It is running off solar. So you don't want to run the camera all the time. You're going to waste a lot of the battery. they're also going to waste a lot of data. So by default, it is only on motion, but that's not only the only way we can record. We can record using our AI stuff. So it's equipped with all of our AI suite. The only thing it does not have would be face recognition, right? But we do have vehicle pedestrian, license plate, line crossing, intrusion, enter exit region, object detection, cross counting, heat map, queue length detection, crowd density, rare sound, and of course, motion detection, which is common, and video tampering, which is also very common. I'm going to turn some of these analytics on so we can start to grab some. And I can show you how those come through on the camera. Again, I've been grabbing data for the last couple of days just for the webinar. We do have license plate recognition. It's very easy to use license plate recognition, very similar to our NVR. You'll see here, I've been collecting data for quite some days. I'm going to go up. Let's check out some of the license plates I have actually got over the last few days. I want to import some license plates into the camera. Very easy to do. Import from capture. Right. Let's go back a couple days here. I'm going to go back to the 8th and I'm going to search. It'll take a minute. It's going to search through everything that's found. You'll notice here that it's found a couple license plates and a couple vehicles as well. Real easy to enter those into my database. I just highlight the image that has the license plate that I need in it. Hit OK. There's the license plate. I'm just going to put a check mark in it. Import. And is now imported into my database. I can close this out. And you'll notice I have 2 license plates on my database. Real easy to move those over as well. Let's say, for instance, this license plate that I have already here in my database, I need to move it to my block list. I can check mark that. I can move to block list, hit OK. You'll notice it's no longer on that list. Close that out. Go to my block list. And you'll see there it is. So very easy to manage the license plates on it. Very similar to the way it's done on the recorder. This is just a standalone camera. So let me get out of here. Let's continue to go through the GUI and go through over a couple of things that we need to show you. Now that I am on battery and 4G, I'm going to go and I want to check the statistics that I have for those. So if I come down to the bottom, you'll notice I have battery info. Now that we plug the battery in and unplug the 12 volts, there are my batteries. They're charging. So I have 3 batteries installed right now. My first battery is at 61%. My second battery is at 90%. My third battery is at 72%. So they're charging currently. Another very important thing I want to show you is the power modes. So let me come over here to power mode. And you'll notice there's 4 options. The first option is performance mode. This is going to be full performance, full recording. You're using as much data as possible. You're using as much power as possible. The camera is on 24/7 and you're getting constant data coming through the camera, right? We don't recommend that setting, but some situations you might need that. Maybe certain parts of the day you might need that. Okay, the second setting is going to be power saving mode. This is continuous recording, but low quality, low frame rates. Also, the camera will go into sleep mode. You can wake it up remotely. And then the third part of that is the no recording 4G sleep. So those are the 3 options you have for power saving mode. The next mode is ultra power saving mode. This is going to turn the camera off completely. No recording. Camera goes to sleep. The only way you're going to wake that camera up is to log into it remotely and then say, hey, I'm ready to record. So you can have the camera there, not recording all the time, just basically in standby mode. And of course, the mode that we recommend most would be smart mode. And this is just going to manage the battery on its own. It's going to manage the 3 options that you have on its own. When the battery has full to 50%, it's in performance mode. When it dips below 50%, it's going to go into power saving mode. And when it dips even lower than 10%, it's going to go into ultra power saving mode. So those are the 3 modes you get from the battery. Another thing that I want to go over really quick is back to my network. The camera does have the option for scheduling. So again, if I don't want to have the camera on all day, I only need it for certain hours of the day. I don't want to waste all the battery. I also don't want to waste all of the 4G data on the card or have it run up too high. I can set a schedule here. You'll see that I have a table, or I can do it in list form and just list the times. Another important option that this camera does come equipped with is a hotspot setting. I can turn this on and I can connect to the camera's hotspot. I can connect my phone or any kind of any other wireless device that takes Wi-Fi. I can just turn that on, enter my device name and password. You'll see it on your Wi-Fi list when you go back and try to connect. Okay, I do see another question coming up here. Can you use the camera without the panels? You can use the camera without the panels. We did that in the beginning. We charged it 12. I'm sorry, didn't charge it. We powered it 12 volts to get it online, and we can configure it. Another question is, can I charge the batteries to the 12 volt? Another excellent question. No, we cannot. The only way to charge the batteries is through direct sunlight. I do see another question here. Is it possible to have two cameras on the same panel? Excellent question. Currently, no. We only have one camera per panel. That's not to say we might change that in the future. Could happen. Right now, it's just one camera per panel. Okay, so we got that going, got that taken care of. Let me move on. Give me a second. Let's get out of here. So we have it on our phone. We have it on our VMS. Look at the zoom on it. Let me zoom back so you guys can see exactly what that zoom back looks like. This is about maybe 250, 300 feet all the way there. So there's our zoom back. And it works pretty fluent. You can see it's pretty smooth. You can see it is detecting AI. All right, and I'm going to show you really quick how to set up on this, since I'm introducing this to you, how to set up notifications coming through. So I got this set up. I want to now see notifications coming through, any kind of AI that I got. It's a little different from our normal VMS. You'll notice it does look a little different, but before they would show up on the right side, now they're going to be under AI scene here. So I'll go to my AI scene. I'm going to drop down here. I'm going to find my folder G solar camera. I'm going to add it. I'm going to add it here. So this is where I'll get all my notifications. Let me make this full screen. You'll notice down here at the bottom, I've been collecting data. I've been seeing vehicles come through, and I can see playback on them. It's grabbing all the cars going by. All my AI settings will come through in here. Face detection, doesn't have face detection, but my AI detection, motorized vehicles, license plates, those will come through here. I do see another question here. Give me a second. Okay, are these standard batteries available in the industry? No, these are proprietary batteries. We only work with our devices, and you're only going to be able to buy the batteries from us. Let you see another question here. By the way, excellent questions. Yeah, these are very helpful. I'm pretty sure everybody who's attending the webinar is going to have these questions as well. What is the estimated battery lifespan? It's about 500 cycles. The battery will last, so about 500 charges. Do you have another question here? Second. Oh, I already said. Well, same question we had earlier. What is required to keep the solar panel clean? Again, just keep the dust out of it. Anything that's blocking the sunlight from hitting the panel, we want to make sure that's nice and clear, and we don't have to worry about anything obstructing the view. Okay, so let's get that out of here. Let me minimize this. So some of the common applications would be maybe farms, parking lots, construction sites, freeways, highways, anywhere you can't get a cable, anywhere you can't get power to. That's what the camera perfect for, right? Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, I'm pretty sure we went over everything. If there's anything that you guys want to discuss further, feel free to give us a call. My information is on the screen. Also, our sales manager, Ken's information is on the screen. Get a hold of your sales rep for any kind of billing information or information on pricing. Again, any other questions? I'm going to leave this open for a few minutes just to go over any further questions you guys might have. I want to thank everybody for coming. I hope I didn't go too fast for you guys, and I hope I answered all your questions. And I hope this was good knowledge for you guys. Again, This is our new 4G solar long distance camera. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it open for questions. Once again, thanks everybody for joining, and thank you. Do you have another questions? What are the dimensions of the solar panel? Good question. So it's about 855 by 400 millimeters. Yep. Here's another question. What is the panel made of? It's made of monocrystalline silicone. Okay. A few more minutes. Here's another question. Does the system shut down completely without sunlight? No, it will not shut down completely without sunlight. As long as those batteries are charged, you will continue to have power to the camera. Here's another question. How does the system perform on cloudy or rainy days? Very good question. So mainly depends on the intensity of the sun. As long as you're getting sunlight to it, it will charge the battery and you will have functionality from the solar panel. Another question, can you use the panel for other devices? Again, no, it is proprietary. It's only going to work on our camera. Yeah, it does not connect with other devices. That's another question. Is there a charge level indicator on the app or any way to monitor the battery? Yes, there is. Let me go back to show you that. On the app, there is. And also, again, I went over that momentarily. You're going to see the battery information here under System Battery Info. Does the 4G camera have a specific power connector to the panel? Yes, it does. I think I went over that earlier. Let me pull that back up to show you guys again what that connector looks like. Go back to that slide. So you'll see there's the connector. It is a 4-pin connector. And there it is. That very simple to connect. Okay. So any more questions? That's it. I'm going to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody again for joining me, taking time out of your day to learn about this new product. Again, if you have any questions or information, I'm going to pull that up at the end. There's our information. Again, thank you, everybody. Have a good day, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you. Oh, I do got another question that popped up before I leave you guys. Can we add this to a recorder? Very important question. No, it's a standalone unit. It does have the RJ45 on it. You can connect it to the unit, but you're kind of defeating the purpose of the 4G, right? But it does have the RJ45 on it. But once you're using the 4G and you're using the solar panel, it does not connect to an NVR. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you again. You guys have a great day.